A big day today, guys. Really big. All right. So again, I also put in some review problems in here. Again, some of you made a huge jump from what you were doing, all right, at the beginning, all right, to where you finally decided to settle down and work hard and do the problems, right, and ask questions. So now we're starting a new 9 weeks. Don't fall behind now. All right, continue working hard every day. All right. Now, again, today I'm going to say this stuff is really what? It's super simple, but you got to listen. All right, we don't ever graph lines by using a table anymore, ever. All right, we never do that. All right, you are going to graph a line using the slope and the y-intercept. All right, so the first thing I want everybody to do is I want everybody at the top of the page, you're going to write something down, all right, that will help you forever. From every math class on, you talk about the equation of a line. All right, so today we're going to learn about this form, y equals mx plus b. Now, somebody tell me, what does m stand for? What is it? Slope, right? M stands for slope. So right off the bat, we're going to come down here, make a note, m equals slope. And I already told you I have no idea why they chose the letter M for slope. The other part I just said was we are going to graph using the slope and what? And the what? The y-intercept, for those of you guys who were listening. I said we're going to graph today using the slope and the y-intercept. And what letter do you think represents the y-intercept? B. Thank you very much. I have no idea why they chose B, but B is the y-intercept. And what does the y-intercept mean? That just means where the line crosses the what? The y-axis. That's all it means. All right, that's all it means, where the line crosses the y-axis. All right, so everyone has to know y equals mx plus b. Now, what are the x and y? X and y are just the points that are on the line. All right, those we say can vary, those can change. That's why they're so-called variables. However, the m and the b are called constants. They remain the same. All right, they remain the same. All right, so now here are your steps. Number one, your first step is to plot the y-intercept. Plot the y-intercept.
How do you know?
Yeah, I got you. Plot the y-intercept. Second step, you're going to say use m to find a second point. All right, first step, plot the y-intercept. Second step, use m. M is the what again?
Slope.
Slope. You're going to use the slope to find a second point. That's how simple. And then step 3, your third step is to graph the line. All right. Now again, you're not going to really have to write that down because we're going to do it so many times. It'll be easy for you to do it. All right, but still very, very critical. Again, first step, plot the y-intercept. Second step is you're going to use the slope to find the second point. And third is going to graph the line. All right, and you'll see how simple it is. And I'm always annoyed because for whatever reason, people are not listening to me. Right, then I'm going to get through the first 2 or 3 and go, oh, that's easy. And you're going to stop and you're going to think you know how to do it. But as they go down the page, it generally gets what? A little bit harder, but it's the same process over and over. It's the same process over and over. So here we go. All right. Now what I did was I just made a giant graph for you. All right. So I want everybody on number 1. I want someone to tell me, what does M equal?
Oh,
Yes, but in this
Oh, no.
2, thank you. I like what you said. The slope is 2. Now 2 or slope is a ratio. So I want everybody to write the slope is 2 over 1. All right, I want everybody to write down the slope is 2 over 1. Now's the time to speak up if you don't know the slope is 2 over 1. Now, someone should be able to tell me what's the y-intercept now.
Or the wires.
Y-intercept is what? Negative what? Negative 4. Come on, just speak up. It's okay to be wrong. All right, I'd much rather you say something than just sit here. All right, the y-intercept is what? Negative 4. How do I know the y-intercept is negative 4? Because that's the b value, and the b value occurs after the x. All right, so the y-intercept is negative 4. Now, I'm going to say this. Y-intercept, we're not going to write it anymore, but I'm just going to say the y-intercept is always 0, comma, b, which in this case is 0, comma what? 0, comma, negative 4. 0, comma, negative 4. Is everybody okay with that? What?
so if it would just be replacing, the B would be replacing negative 4.
Right. The b is negative 4. What? Good for you.
Wait, how'd you get to 0?
Because the y-intercept, the x value is always 0. So you need to write that down. Make sure you understand me. The y-intercept, x is always 0. Just like if I said the x-intercept, the y value is always 0. But I'm not asking you about the x-intercept. I'm only asking about the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is when the x value is 0. Go.
What do you do with the 2 over 1?
What if what?
What do you do with the 2 over 1?
I haven't shown anybody what to do. All right, all I'm asking you to do is you have to understand this process right now. Everybody, in order to graph successfully, you got to be able to tell me what the slope and what the y-intercept is. If you can do that, then I can teach you how to graph the line. Super easy. All right, so here we go. Now we plot, step number 1 is we plot the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? 0, negative 4. So I'm taking the point and I'm going to graph 0, negative 4. There it is. Is everybody okay with that? 0, negative 4. Now I use the slope. So what is the slope in our problem? 2 over 1. Now I told you the slope is the change in y over change in x. So from that point, come on, here's where you have to listen. From that point, I'm going to use the slope, which means I go up 2 and to the right what?
1.
And to the right 1. So let me just show you so everybody can visualize. From this point, I'm going up 2 and over 1. Now, have I defined the line now? Yes, because 2 points determine a what? A line. And now all you have to do is graph that line. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try to graph that line.
You go all the way up.
You're going to do it just like I'm doing it. Except that's not a good one. Oh, come on. One more time. There it is. Yes, I want you to graph, all right, that line. Just like
Is there
that.
a way to get on your calculator?
What? Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Come on, we're gonna get to that. Anybody have any questions now with that graph? Anybody? So what do? We plot the y-intercept, then we use the slope. Then we find the second point, then we graph the line. All right? Now, of course, everybody's taking out their handy dandy calculator. All right, let's go. Chop, chop. You're checking it. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody goes to y equals. Clear the garbage that's on there, if there's any garbage. And you're just practicing. Typing in y equals. Then you type in 2x minus 4. Then you graph it. Or then you look at it and say, wow, that kind of looks the same. All right, that's what you're supposed to be able to do. All right?
Why does it go all the way
It's a line,
up?
Lines are infinite.
right? Lines, they go in right, infinitely in both directions, up and down. All right, that's what the arrows represent. All right, so now we're going to take a look at question number 2. This time for question number 2, I'm going to change the color because I want you to be able to differentiate between the two. All right, so what I want to do now is I want everybody to tell me what is the slope. No, the slope is -3 over 1. What's the y-intercept? No, 0 what? 0, 2. You see, the y-intercept is a point and the slope is a fraction. All right, that's what I want. All right, does everybody okay with that?
Only one graph.
I know, we're going to graph them on the same one. All right, so not in this chapter, but in the future, yes. All right, so all we're doing right now is we're going to plot the y-intercept. So I'm going to plot the point 0, 2. There it is. Now I'm going to use the slope. So I'm going to grab the other point. From there, I'm going to go what? Down how many? Down 3. Watch me. 1, 2, 3. To the right, 1. That's what the slope is. All right, that's how simple. Now you're going to draw the line. So here we go. There's that line, guys. And now what I need you to do is take your calculator. Under y2, type in -3x plus 2. And then hit graph. And then you should see both lines. Anybody have any issues?
Wait, both lines? Oh, you have it.
Did you want
Yeah.
He knows, he's not thinking.
Mine says syntax.
Syntax error means you're trying to tell the calculator to do something it doesn't understand. You typed in a subtraction instead of a negative. All right, that's what the problem is. Syntax error means you're telling the calculator to do something and you didn't tell it correctly what to do.
You did both.
What? All right, here we go. Question number 3 and question number 4. All right, so of course, everyone's going to tell me that m is equal to what?
3 over 4.
3 over 4. And what is the y-intercept?
0, -0.
0, -5. All right, so that means everyone, please plot the point 0, -5. 0, -5. Then from there,
Oh, this is it.
I go what? From there, up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. And now we're going to draw the line. Anybody have any questions? Okay, let's knock out number 4, change colors. Miliana, tell me about number 4. What's the slope? And what's the y-intercept?
0.
Now, how do I graph that? What do I do? Yes, you do. You go up 2, 1, 2. And then from there, what do I do?
You go down 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over what? You are amazing. Don't you agree with me? That's simple, simple, right? Simple, simple. These are the easy ones. Everybody can do that. And now I'm going to graph that. There you go. Simple as that. What?
I don't get, wouldn't it be, don't you go up 5?
Why would I go up 5? What's the slope?
Negative 5, oh, it's negative, so you go down.
Yes, go.
So it doesn't matter.
No, you don't start at 0. I mean, you don't start at 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you
What?
start counting on 1.
Go on, you count down 5. Everybody can count down 5. You don't start at 1. You go down 1 first. All right, any problems with that? I told you guys it's super simple. All right, super important though. All right, here we go. Okay, now does anybody remember how to graph x equals -4? Yes, it is a vertical line. All right, so I want everybody underneath the vertical line. I want everybody to put slope is undefined. Slope is undefined. Is there a y-intercept? No y-intercept. So this is something you have to know. X equals is a vertical line. X equals is a vertical line. So I go to x equals -4. I'm drawing a vertical line. That's how simple that is. X equals -4 is a vertical line, slope undefined, and there's no y-intercept. Now, what about number 6? Y equals -2 is a what?
Horizontal.
Horizontal line. And what's the slope of a horizontal line? 0. Thank you. So M equals 0. The y-intercept is 0, -2. It does cross the y-axis. So I'm going to change the color just so you can see it. And here we go. Y equals -2. There you go.
So would it not be undefined?
What?
It would just be 0.
0. Horizontal line, slope is 0. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Horizontal line, slope is 0. Vertical line, slope is undefined. Now you should be able to understand that does cross what? It does cross the y-axis at what? At -2. You agree?
Or negative.
Crosses the y-axis at -2. Crosses the y-axis at -2. Anybody have any questions? All right, we should be good. All right, now, next problem. Uh-oh. I got all kinds of problems with number 7. Who's going to tell me what the problem is right off the bat, Tucker?
Is that the y is 5 by
Yes, sir. So how do I get rid of multiplying by 2?
2.
Yay, that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to throw different forms at you. It's got to be written in y equals mx plus b. How many y's? 1 y. All right, so Tucker said it beautifully. I just divide everything through by what? By 2. So watch. I'm going to do this, and then later you don't have to do this anymore, but that's what we're doing. We're dividing everything through by 2, which leaves me y is equal to, now here's where people freak out on me, 1/2 x minus 3. See, the number in front of the x right now is a what? 1. So if I divide it by 2, I get the fraction what? 1/2. That is not that hard. So now somebody's going to tell me what's the slope? 1/2. What's the y-intercept? Beautiful. 0, -3. Here we go. And now you have to graph.
Did you explain it like 1/2?
1 divided by 2 is what?
Or 1/2?
There you go. Right? That's why. And that's why I'm showing you here when division, because now your brain can see it's just a fraction. All right. So now, here we go. We're going to graph these. All right. So the first thing we do, and you should be graphing it on your own at this stage, and then just look it up on the board and say, yep, I'm brilliant. I know what I'm doing. So everybody's graphing 0, -3. So here we go. 0, down 3. Then from there, I'm going what?
Up 1.
Up 1
Right.
and to the right 2. Beautiful. There we have it. And now I'm going to sketch that line. Beautiful. Simple as that. All right, Miss Jacobson, you're up. What am I going to do on number 8?
M equals
Well, I want to tell me first, what am I doing? On number 8. It's not in the right form yet. Divide by 3. If you knew that, that means you're paying attention. If you didn't know that, you're not paying attention. All right, we have to divide by 3. Here we go. Notice again, for those of you guys who are brilliant, do I really have to put divided by 3 here? No, you don't.
Negative.
You should be able to just look at that and say, okay, if I divide everything through by 3, I'm going to get y equals -4/3 x plus 3. All right, so Miss Jacobson, now you have to tell me what's the slope. And what's the y-intercept? Beautiful. All right, so now tell me how to graph. What do I do? 0 up 3. We are great. Then from there, what?
Or down 4.
And then
To the right.
you are awesome. Down 4, right 3, and now we're going to graph that line. Come on, guys, that's easy. Easy, 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 easy. All right, like I said, you do that all the way through your math career. You'll always be graphing lines. And I've never understood what's the problem. You've been doing it since 8th grade. All right? No issues. What?
You always start on X, right?
Well, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. You start with the Y-intercept.
Oh, yeah.
Start with the Y-intercept. That's why step number 1 is plot the Y-intercept. What?
Oh. Is there a way or a calculator to figure out where the points would be? If,
Yeah,
like,
but
we
we're
needed to-
later. I've got to take good care of you with that calculator. All right, not right now. All right. Okay, now number 9. All right, number 9, we've got a little problem here because I'm not just going to do what? Divide. Somebody tell me, what do I have to do first? Remember, I need it. Y. Oh, very good. What do I have to do first?
-2.
You are amazing. Thank you for paying attention. I move the 2x over. The y has to be by itself. If I move the 2x becomes what? The 2x becomes what?
-6.
Negative. I'm moving the x from the left to the right. And when I move it, you have to do what? Subtract it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm subtracting 2x. I'm subtracting 2x. Anybody have any questions with that? Now I have 3y equals -2x minus 12. What, Connor?
Why would we divide? Oh, you want to move the-
Stop talking and just, if you answer your question, we're done. You don't have to explain it to, remember?
Yeah, why would you divide?
With what?
Why would you divide the 2x?
Because I want the x on the other side. How do I undo addition and subtraction? With addition and subtraction. Come on, you know that. Now what do I have to do?
Now you divide by 3.
Now I divide by 3. All right. Now I'm dividing by 3. So y equals negative 2/3 x minus 4. Now, Mr. Caruso, do you understand me?
Yeah.
All right.
Why would you subtract the
You guys keep asking me, why would I? All right. Look, what the 2x and the 3y are attached together. Right? We've been doing this since school started. We're isolating. Move the 2x over to the other side. It's a plus 2x on the left, so it has to be a what? Minus 2x on the other side. Come on, we've been doing that enough. All right? Now, I need you to tell me that the slope is what? Negative 2/3, and the y-intercept is 0, negative 4. So Ava, keep going. How do I graph? You go 0 down 4. Oh, you're too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now what do I do? Beautiful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Look, guys, I just keep saying I don't think that's that hard, man. I just really don't think it's that hard. All right, we don't use tables anymore. All right, there's a quick way to graph a line. To graph a line, you plot the y-intercept and use the slope. All right, now what we're going to do is graph that. All right, here we go. Simple, simple, simple. All right, here we go. Number 10. All right, we got problems with number 10. What do I have to do?
Add 3, subtract 3.
Subtract 3x. Beautiful. Now watch me. Negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 6. Does anybody object to that? I picked up the 3x and I moved it to the other side. It's positive 3x on the left. It's going to be what? Negative 2x or negative 3x on the right. Tell me. No, because the 2 is the y. Shh. You see what I'm saying, right? We want to isolate the y. So that means we have to move the x away from y. You okay with that? All right, listen to me. That is like a record. 2 questions for you in the same day. I don't think you've asked me 2 questions in 2 years. All right, that's what you should be doing every single day. That goes for everybody if you don't know something. All right, the more you ask, the more you'll learn, and then you won't have to ask me a bunch of questions tomorrow. All right, if you don't know something, speak up now. That's what you should be doing. All right, then you don't have to worry about your grade. All right, now from there, I need to do what?
Divide by 2.
Yes, divide by what? Negative 2. When you divide by negative, what happens to the signs? They change. So everybody should be able to tell me this is y equals 3/2x.
3.
What 3?
Plus.
Plus 3. That is correct. Go ahead. I like that. 3 over what? Period. Slope is 3/2. What's the y-intercept? Yeah, simple, guys. Simple, simple, simple. Here we go. All right, so now keep going, Sienna. 0, 3. 1, 2, 3, then what?
You gotta go up 3, and then you have to go to the right.
Yes, good. I just, like I said, I feel like it's all easy. If you understand what you're doing, it's easy. Anybody have any questions with that? All right, I'm pretty happy with you guys. All right, we've got a couple more examples. All right, so now look, listen, here's what I'm trying to tell some of you guys. It's embarrassing. If you don't know, you shouldn't sit there and hide. You should be bold. Say, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see if I can show you can show me. All right, does anybody in here feel like they are completely lost? You're clueless. Anybody? Nobody's clueless. All right, that's good news for me. All right, that's good news. All right, so here we go. Number 11. You gonna lead us, Trimble?
Yeah.
All right, what am I doing?
So add 2x.
Yes. So 5y equals 2x minus 10. Now what?
So now you divide 5.
And what do I get?
You get y equals 2 over 5x.
Wait, when did you?
Stop talking.
Negative 5.
What are you telling me? 10 divided by 5 is 5?
Oh, 2.
Now what, Tucker?
You.
No. I'm saying, did you have a question?
Yeah, there's a negative. Isn't there?
Shh. Who's a little confused?
Because it's -2.
So how do I get rid of -2?
Add the.
That's
That's on
why
the x though, so you divide by the 5 from the y, so should be -2?
I moved the negative 2x from the left to the right by adding 2x. The 2x became positive. You agree with me?
Yeah.
Right? You have to move the x. So if the x is negative on the left, it's going to be positive on the right. Agreed?
Yeah.
All right, Trimble, what's the slope?
2 over 5.
And what's the y-intercept?
0, comma negative 2.
How do I graph?
So you go, you're like 0 and then down 2,
Good.
and then you.
From there, what do I do?
Then you go up 2, and then to the right 5.
Wow. Good. Now we're going to draw that line. Oh, I'm feeling good. What?
How would it be? Like, I don't get why it's on the line.
I have no idea what you just said. You don't know what?
Like, is it -2, 5 down to the right 5?
No, it's positive 2/5, not negative.
But it's not on the line. It's going to be up to the right 5.
Yes.
Why is that on the line?
If I go up 2,
1.
then I go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what your question is. That's 2 and that's 5. You're allowed to be on the x-axis.
I knew that, but
Wait, what?
why would we do the 2/5 first?
You plot the y-intercept. You graph 0, -2 first. Right? The first step is always the y-intercept. All right, here we go. Sean, help me. What do I do for number 12?
Okay. So first, you move the x over to the
Right.
right side and change the sign.
So that's what?
-7, and then you divide by 4.
Now hold up a second. William, did you see I moved the 7x over so it became -7x, right?
Yeah.
All right, now continue.
Then you divide by 4, which is y equals -7 over 4x minus 1.
Beautiful. So now what's my slope?
Okay, so you have a dot on.
No, what's the slope? Tell me.
Oh, well, -7/4.
And what's the y-intercept?
0 and -1.
All right, now we're in business. All right, now what?
Well, then you go by 0 and -1,
And then what?
and then you go down 7.
You. Easy as that. Very nice. Sounded really good. All right, let's knock out 13. All right, yes, Angelina, good for you, kiddo.
So you do -2,
Right?
so it's 6y equals -2, 1
What type of 6y though?
negative.
Right, don't forget, you got to bring that down.
And you divide the -6,
Right, so this is the tricky one. What's,
so y equals 2/6.
which reduces to what?
1/2.
One what?
Well,
2/6, isn't that 1/3?
oh, yeah.
It's all right, it's all right. I know you're concentrating.
And then minus 3
Is it -3 or +3?
plus 3.
You with me on this, right?
Yeah.
Now, everybody stop and think about that for a second, because there's a bunch of negatives, okay? Anybody have any doubts about why it's 1/3 x plus 3? All right, good. So what's the slope, Angelina?
1/2.
And what's the y-intercept?
0.
Beautiful. So now what do I grab?
Then you go 0 and then down
Wait a minute. Why did you say down?
up 3.
Yeah, up 3.
And then up 1 and over 3.
Yes, good job. Up 1 over 3. Now I'm going to grab. Not bad at all, right? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that's really super duper important, guys. All right, now we're going to the next page. Now I've got to write the equation of the line. Or I'm going to write the equation of the line. Come on, stay with me now. Stay with me. Eyes up, eyes up. What's the general form for the equation? Y equals what? Everybody write that down. Y equals mx plus b. Come on, this is really simple also. Really simple. Come on. What is b? Somebody tell me what b is. Yes, whoever said 5, pat yourself on the back. The y-intercept is 5. Does everybody agree with that? Just look and see if you can see it.
0.
Right? What's the y-intercept? That's what I'm saying. Come on. I don't want to tell you everything. Use your brain. Look up there. I circled it for you. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So right now I can replace b with what? 5. Beautiful. Now I got to figure out what the slope is. So take your color, and I went from this point down to here, and then I went over to here. So I went down how many? I went down 3, and then I went right 4. So what's the slope? Yay, come on, it's that simple. That's simple. So now I replace m with what? Yes, -3/4. That's what I'm saying, Connor. You understand me, right?
Yeah.
Concentrate. Come on.
Let's see.
That's so simple, right? It's so simple. All right, now I'm going to number 15. Somebody have a problem?
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. 15. Everybody at the top of your page. This is just my recommendation. This is what you should do. Everybody should write down y equals mx plus b. Now, it just so happens what? Oh, you didn't miss much today. Don't worry about that.
You missed a lot.
What is b?
6,
Is b 6?
5,
Or is it 5?
5.
5. So I'm replacing b with 5. Now, pick the left point. Is that us? All right, pick the left point. I went up and over. How much did I go up? How much did I go up?
5.
And how much did I go over?
3.
3. So what's the slope? 5 over 3. Beautiful. All right, go. Come on.
I thought you went down, and then I just saw the
You
arrow.
start from the left and go to the right. Now, listen, I got to finish this up, so please look. All right, obviously, I'm not finishing everything. I appreciate you guys very much. So listen, you should practice writing the equations. Now, look at what I did for 20. I just wanted you to review, right? Plugging numbers in on the table, right?
I'm getting the table.
Then I had you reviewing how to do the intercepts. And then they were just graphing more. All right. And then down here, finding the slope. All right. What was the slope formula?
Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1.
Good. Now, your homework, guys. Listen, I need you to practice. I want you to do the odds. All right. Everybody do the odds. I'm not going to make you do them all. For whatever reason, odds. Do the odds. All right. And if you forgot how to do one with the table, what do? You go back and look at your notes from last week. If you forgot how to find the slope, go back to your notes from last week and look up how to find the slope. If you forgot how to do the X and Y intercept, look at your notes from last week and how to find the X and Y intercept. Is everybody with me? Any questions? All right, I really appreciate you guys. And again, today is super duper important. Super important. Great work. All right. All right, my homeschool peeps. Hopefully you got it all figured out. Have a great day, guys. Listen, please, to the video if you're not sure about something.